I had mentioned that the play On the Spectrum, playing at the Fountain Theater, we had the playwright and the two leading actors on the show with us last week, and we showed a clip from the play, and basically the play is about, it's a love story about two people who meet, one of them who has Asperger's and is quote unquote passing a lot of the time. A lot of times people don't know that he is on the spectrum, and he meets this young woman that they, have feelings for each other, and she's much more affected by autism.
Right.
And at one point, the girl in the love story says to the mother, very accusatory, says, if there was a pill that you could give him to get rid of his autism, you would, wouldn't you? She's very accusatory about it. And I think it's just a brilliant jumping off point to talk about how there's really two sides sometimes in the autism community. There are individuals who are older and on the spectrum and who are doing great things and who view autism as a part of themselves, and there's nothing negative about it.
Right.
It's a part of how you process things, and sometimes is helpful to how you process things. And then there are the parents of the kids on the spectrum who are constantly, we use phrases like, in the fight against autism, which is offensive, I think, sometimes to individuals on the spectrum.
Offensive. The fight, we want to wipe it off. I hate when people say that, like things like, "Oh, we want to wipe it out," or "We want to wipe it off the face of the earth," and it's just, that shows like a misunderstanding of what it actually is. And keep in mind that yes, that there are struggles that these children are facing, but I had many of those struggles when I was younger, and I grew up and I grew out of a lot of the troublesome things that I had to deal with once I got older.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There is hope, and it's not just that, and it'll just happen eventually. If you continue working with your kid and supporting him or her, you're going to end up in a better place. They're going to end up more like me, or like, and not that there's anything wrong with being nonverbal or anything, but I mean, I know a lot of parents struggle with having children who they can't communicate with them, and that is where I understand where that comes from.
Yes.
But even then, those children have a lot of behind the face where you don't see any emotion. There's a lot of emotion bottled up and like intelligence there.